Okay, so that is that. You see, we were at the 11 o'clock and we counted. So the 11 in the AM, we get here. Now, back to this, PM. Back again AM, back again PM. So you get to see that we are going to have what? That. Are we okay? We can say something here. Based on all these ideas, we can say that modular arithmetic is a type of arithmetic in which an integer is represented by its remainder when divided by another integer. Are we getting that? So what is what? We said is an arithmetic in which an integer is represented by what? Its remainder when it is divided by another integer. So we were having this 18 is an integer. So we had its remainder when we divided by another integer. We were having the 59 we divided by 12. Are you getting that? So this is the integer, and we have this to be our remainder when we divided it by by the 12. So we had 59 on 12, which got us this as a remainder. Are we getting that? That is our idea for modulo. We said that is an arithmetic in which an integer is represented by its remainder when divided by another integer. Please, do we get that? We went further and I said, in other words, the modulo of any integer is found by dividing the integer by a given modulo and the remainder identified as the answer. That's why I went further to say that. Are we getting that? Because we are going to have, for this one we said 18 hours. Then we had to 12-hour clock. We said it's 18 on 12, and it gave us the 6. Please, are we getting that? And it gave us the 6 to be in hours. So we said 6 or 6 o'clock. So we wanted to see 18 hours in 12-hour clock, and we said it's 6 o'clock. What did we do? We took the integer, then we divided by the modulo, and we got the remainder as our answer. Are we getting that? So that is that. So 18 over 12 is equal to 6 hours or 6 o'clock. That is in the 12-hour clock. Please, do we get that? Okay, so that is that by this one. So we can now say that in general, if you are working in mode n, where n is any whole number, what do? We do something, but before that, let's see something. I said mode n. And if we have mode means that is the short form of the modulo. Always saying modulo, modular. You see, sometimes there could be slip of tongue. Are we getting that? So this is the short form of the modulo. Are we getting that? And we said the modulo is also the limiting number before it wraps up. Are we getting that? Where it gets to before it wraps up. So we said for the top hour clock, we have modulo 12. So to write it like this, I'll have mode 12. That is we are in the 12-hour clock. Meaning the number wraps up at or the hour wraps up at 12. And we also have that of the 24. That one will be mode 24. Are we getting that? And this mode 24 means we are referring to the 24-hour clock. Are we getting that? Hey, what we did. Are we okay? So meaning it wraps up when it gets to 24. Are we getting that? You can also be given, let's say, mode, let's say 5. It wraps up when it gets to 5. Please, are we getting that? And we are also saying that, so to have this particular mode 12, you will come to that, don't worry. And this mode 24, this mode 5. I also said that something here. I said that where n is any whole number. Are we getting that? So n can never be negative. We said we are speaking in terms of integers. I'm saying integers are both positive and negative whole numbers. But for the modulo, or for the mode, or the limiting value, we always talk about whole numbers. That is positive numbers. Please, are we getting that? And we are saying so because we don't count in what? Negatives. Are we getting that? Then we will be counting negative 1, negative 2, negative 2. No. The modulo, the counting is about what? The positive direction. Please, are we getting that? So there is no way we will give you what? Mode, let's say negative 6. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't happen anywhere. Are we getting that? So all that we are going to be doing, you will see what? Mode, and the mode number or the negative number will always be what? Positive. Please, do we get that? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, so we said whenever we are having that, what did we do? We did something. We said what? You see, when we were having the 18, the 12, and it gave us what? 6. This one can be represented in a modular what? Form. Are we getting that? It's all about what? Division, writing reminders. Are we getting that? Division, writing what? Reminders. And what did we do? This one can be written in the what? Modular form. And let's see how that one is done. Are we okay? So we are saying that in general, if you are working in mode n, where n is what? Any whole number, we write a should be equal to b in mode what? N. What does it mean? So this is the limiting what? Value. Are we getting that? So we have what? A is equal to what? B in mode n. Or we can also say that we have what? B is equal to A mode N. Are we getting that? Okay. So meaning that we are saying that whenever we take the number, like the 18, when we say, even for us to explain this, it means what? A is always equal to B in mode what? N. So when we take what? Mode of what? A, it gives us what? B. Are we getting that? So that's why you are seeing in over here. So A is equal to B in a certain mode. Are we getting that? So I can tell you what, I'm giving you, I'm going to give you what, 10 cedis. And at long last, it is going to be equal to, let's say, 3 cedis. So we are saying that 10 cedis is now equal to 3 cedis when something is done. Are you getting that? When something is done to the 10 cedis, we will get what? 3 cedis. And I can say what? In what? 10 cedis minus what? 7 cedis. So in this, when I do this, the answer is what? That. So when I take the 10 cedis and I subtract 7 cedis from it, I get what? That. Are we getting that? So we are saying that A, the number A is equal to B whenever we take what? Mode N of the number. And it could be anything. Or we can also write it in this way. That is the number mode what? N will give us what? B. You know, this one is commutative. We can just turn it. B is equal to this is the same as what? This is equal to what? That. Are we getting that? Are we okay? Okay, so let's now proceed. So I said what? This one is equal to this, or this is equal to that. Can you see something? A is equal to B in mode N. Or what? B is equal to A mode N. Here we don't have any A, so it has changed. Let's use this one to represent that. So you see the number, this is what we are converting towards the required hour. Are we getting that? Or hours. In what? 12 hours. This is what we are converting towards the 12-hour clock. Are we getting that? So what do we do? I have that number. And I can see this number that I'm converting is what? Hours. In the 12-hour clock is equal to what? 6 what? Hours. Are we getting that? So meaning we took the which mode? That is what? In mode what? In mode 12. Are we okay? So meaning 18 hours is equal to what? 6 hours in what? The 12-hour clock. We know 12-hour clock always wraps around when it gets to what? 12. That is why we are having it. So this is telling me that 18 hours is now equal to 6 hours whenever I take it in mode what? 12. Or in mode what? 12. Please, are we getting that? Are we okay? And this one can also be written as what? Oh, then I can say 6 is equal to what? 18 mode 12. So when I divide what? This 18 by 12. What is the remainder? Are we getting that? Or how many number of 12s can I get from this? And after getting that number of 12s, what is left? We are interested in the remainder. Please, do we get that? So we are saying that, oh, how many number of 12s can we get from 18? And we are saying it's 1. And what is left? We are interested in what is left for modulo arithmetics. Please, are we getting that? Okay. So meaning we are going to have what? Only one group of what? 12 from this. And what is left? That is 6. Are we getting that? Per what we developed. Are we okay? Okay, now, so we can say that this is equal to this, or we can even say what? 18 now mod what? 12 is equal to what? 18 mod 12 is equal to, let's see. Why? Because we are going to have what? Only one group of 12 from this, and 6 will be what? Left. That is why we said what? 18 over 12, then you convert it to what? Mixed fraction. We wanted to get to know the remainder. That is why we are taking it to the mixed fraction. Likewise, we did in number basis. Please, do we get that? Okay. So that is that. So always we are saying that is the number that we are converting to that particular what? Modulo. The number that we are working should always be equal to what? The remainder. Whenever we take it in what? That particular mode. That is, the number we are converting should always be equal to what? The remainder in that particular word modulo. Are we getting that? So when we take what? How many n's can we get from the A? And after that, what is left after getting that number? That is it. And this one can be written as this. This is what I want you to bear in mind. This thing. This. Or this one. Is what I want you to bear in mind. Please, do we get that? Okay. So I can also give you what? Let's say this. In the same modulo. In the same modulo. I can choose to give you, let's say, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Then we ask you, in 6 hours time, what will be the time? You get that? So the time is now what? 8 o'clock. So what will be the time in 6 hours time? Please, are we getting that? And here, when we started, I told you whenever you are having this without any unit of measure, we are referring to the 24-hour clock, right? So here we know in Ghana here, or in this world, Africa, we mainly use what? The 12-hour clock. Please, are we getting that? So in modulo, for now, we use the 12-hour clock instead of the 24-hour clock, unless restriction is what? Given. Please, are we getting that? So when you see what? 8-hour clock, or 8 hours, or 8 o'clock, meaning we are referring to what? The 12-hour clock. Are we getting that? We are not going to be using the 24-hour clock, unless restriction is what? Given. So when nothing is given, we use the 12-hour clock. And even when they say 8 a.m., they can say 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the evening. It's the same as the a.m. and the what? And the p.m. When that one is attached, then, no, for that one, they normally we use what? The 12-hour clock. But sometimes to when what? The 8 o'clock is given, without saying what? In the morning or in the evening, a.m. or p.m., please, we should have, or we would have used what? The 24-hour clock. But we know here, we are always what? Abreast with what? The 12-hour clock. And even if you use the 24-hour clock, we are going to get the same answer. But the 12-hour clock, since we don't have what the 13 and what? The 24 inside, that is where it will be a little bit what different, but in all they are the same, like what we did earlier. Please, are we getting that? So whenever time is given to you to work, we use or we take it in what? Mode 12. That is what the 12-hour clock. Please, are we getting that? Unless restriction is what? Given. Okay. So I have this. The time is what? 8 o'clock now. In 6 hours time, what will be the time? Then what do? We write the 8 as what? In hours. Because I can't write 8 o'clock and add this one to that. Are we okay? Then it will be what? 8-6. But it's not that. 8 o'clock means what? 8 hours. So I've written this one like this. Then I can say plus what? 6 what? Hours. Then I take it in the mode. That is the 12. Are we okay? So another thing I want to say is we have what? Let's say 2 plus what? 3 into bracket what? X. Then what do we do here? Before you add this to that, what do you do? First of all, you multiply this by that. Now then what? You add. Are we getting that? Are we okay? So let's imagine I have what? 3x plus 1. So what are we going to do? I'm going to multiply this 3 by what? Everything inside the bracket. Or I'm going to expand the bracket before what? Solving, or the result that I get, then I add it to this one. Is that what we do? Yes. But this one is for quadratic expressions and things. But modulo doesn't work that way. You see, having this, we have 8 hours plus 6 hours, then we'll do 12. Are we getting that? But I said what? Something here that we are referring to what? The number. Are we getting that? Divided by the modulo. And then we are interested in the what? Remainder. So which number is that? That is this one plus this. We'll get as a number before we take the modulo. Please, are we getting that? You are not supposed to take the modulo on 6 hours, then the result you get, you add it to what? The 8 hours. We don't do that. So you add this one to get what? The number. Always we have one number that we take what? The modulo on. You can't take the modulo on this and also on that. You add this to this to get your what? Your number before you take what? The modulo. Don't multiply this like that. Are you okay? So this one is going to be what? 14 hours. Then I'll have mode 12. Then now this one will get as what? Okay, I hope you are saying what? 2 what? Hours. 2 hours. Now this one is getting us what? 2 hours. Is that what it is? And 2 hours now can be written as what? 2 what? O'clock. Now let's imagine we are referring to what? In the morning. So this 2 o'clock will be in the PM or in the what? AM. Are you getting that? Or it will be in the evening or in the morning. Are we okay? So let's check that one too. Let's imagine the time says what? 8 o'clock AM. Are we getting that? So in 6 hours time, what will be the time? Are we okay? Then what do? We do the same thing. Then after that, we are going to verify our answer. Whether it will be what? AM or PM. Are we okay? So what do? We come to this side. We have the 14 hours. Are we getting that? So the 14 hours here is the same as what? I was having this 8. And the 8 is here. I have my 8 o'clock is here. Then I'm adding what? 6 hours to 8. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we getting that? So the 8 is in the morning. So immediately it gets here. So counting continuously. Now we enter into what? The PM. Because the AM starts from where? Here. It should go up to this side. Then the PM also what? Continues. Are we getting that? We've done this already. So I'll have the 8 is here. 9 also will be in AM. 10 AM. 11 AM. Then 12. Are we getting that? Then we start in the PM. Are we okay? So what do? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are entering into what? The PM. 2. Are we getting that? So now this 2 is in what? It's in PM. You can also be given something like this. Let's say 18 o'clock. Then what will be the time in 27 hours time? Are we getting that? So like I was saying, you can choose to work this one in 12-hour clock. You can work it using the 12-hour clock, or you can work it using the 24-hour clock, and you're going to get what? The same answer. But just that the values will what? Differ. But when you convert it to 24-hour clock, you can convert your result to 12-hour clock, and it will be the same. Please, are we getting that? So we are going to what? Work this one both 12 and what? 24-hour clock, and we see what we are going to get. Are we here? So I'll have 18 hours plus the 27 hours in what? Move 12 first. So this one will now get us what? We know this one will get us 45, right? 45 hours in mode 12. So when we solve it, we are going to get 45 divided by 12. You know it already. Then convert your final answer to what? This. So I'll have 3 whole number, 3 on 4. So 12. So I can multiply it by 3 to get it, so here by 3. So it will get me, we are interested in the remainder. So it will get me what? 9 on 12. So the remainder is what? 3. So meaning this one will get me what? 9. 9 what? Hours. Because the number we are converting is in hours. So I'll have 9 hours, which is also the same as what? 9 o'clock. Please, are you getting that? Okay. It's also the same as 9 o'clock. Then let's now proceed. So now I have this, and I can also convert it to what? The 24-hour clock. Are we getting that? And to do that, I'm going to have the same thing, 45, because this plus that. 45 hours, then in mode, that is 24, right? Okay, that is 24. So when I work this one, what do I get? This one will get me what? Okay, it will be 45 divided by 24. Okay, and that one is getting me 1 whole number 7 over what? 8. We are in 24 mode, 24. So here by 8 by what number will get me 24? That is 3. So here 2 by 3. So I have what? For the remainder, that is 21 and what? 24. So meaning the remainder is what? The remainder is what? 21, right? So I'm going to have what? This will give us what? 21 what? Hours, which is 21 what? O'clock. And you see, this 21 o'clock is in the 24-hour clock. Are we getting that? So I can convert this one, 21 o'clock to what? The 12 hours or 12-hour clock. Are we getting that? So to convert this one, I come here. Then here is what? 12. Then I continue 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And 21 is on what? On the 9. Please, are we getting that? So we get back to that. So even if you work it in 24 hours or 12-hour clock, please, they are all the same. Are we getting that? But when restriction is not given, please, it's advisable you work everything in what? The 12-hour clock. Please, do we get that? Okay. So when you are giving something like this, let's say 12 mode 5, and this one will get us what? How many 5s can we get from 12? We are not interested in that number, but what is left? And you are going to say what is left? That is 2. Is that what it is? That is 2 that is left. You can take the 12, you divide it by 5, and you convert your answer to what? Mesh fraction, and you get to see the remainder is what? Because this one will be what? 2 whole number, 2 on what? 5. So the remainder is what? 2. It is 2 because this particular 12 we are dividing by the modulo is what? Just what? An integer. So we are going to get an integer. We weren't giving what? Let's say time. Are we getting that? So we would have gotten what? Time. We weren't giving what? Let's say days. We would have gotten what? Days. Are we okay? Are we okay? So we are going to be solving more examples of this sort. And also let's see something like let's imagine you are giving, let's say 82 mode, let's say 14. So what is this one to getting you? So we can see through that 82 in mode what? 14 will get us something. That one to what? Meaning a certain number comes to what? 14, then it wraps around. So that is the modulo. Are we getting that? So here we are going to ask ourselves, how many 14s are in 82? And after getting that number of 14s, what is left? What is left is what we are interested in. That is the remainder. Are we getting that? And we said to get the remainder, we say what? 82 divided by 14. Then you put that on your calculator, and it gets you, let's say, 82 divided by 14. Then you convert to what? Mesh fraction. This one is getting me 5 whole number, 6 on 7. And the modulo is what? 14, it's not 7. So I can multiply here by what? 2 to get a 14. Then I do the same to the top. So this one likewise I said, I always used to say, we are not interested in the whole number part. So this one will get me what? 12 on 14. So now we can say the remainder is what? 12. Are we getting that? We are saying 12. We are not having, or we are not adding anything attached, because what, this is just what, an integer. And that is all we are going to be doing. And some people will also say what? They will take the 82, they will subtract 40 till they get what, the least number. So if the number is huge, when are you going to finish what, subtracting? Are we getting that? That is why we use what, the idea of what, the mixed fraction for the remainder we are interested in. Are we getting that? Okay, so this is all under what? Modulo. This is all under what? Modulo. But before we proceed, let's see something. So, if in case I'm giving you what? Mod 5. What are the possible remainders? Are we getting that? The possible what? Remainders. So the possible remainder for this particular mode what? 5 is that it can be a situation whereby after taking the number of 5s from what? The integer, there will be nothing what? Left. So what? A remainder can be 0. We can also have what? 1, 2, 3, and what? And 4. Immediately it gets to 5, meaning what? We can still get 5 from here. And that one will get as the remainder what? 0. So meaning taking 5 from certain integer, the remainders, or the number of 5 from certain integer, the number of what? Remainders that we can get, or the possible remainders that we can get are what? 0 to what? 4. And we can see through, or we can say clearly that this one also stands for what? Speaking about what? A digit for what? A number base. If we are referring to what? Base 5, these are the possible what? These are the possible what? Digits. Are we getting that? We used over there. And you can refer to what? You can go to my YouTube channel, or you can go back to the channel, you go to the playlist, and you see what videos on what? Number bases. Please, are we getting that? That is by the way. Let's proceed. So that is that. And this mode what? Mode 14 can also be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So these are also what? The possible remainders for what? Mode 14. Meaning what? Whenever 14 goes into certain integers, the remainders, the possible remainders are what? From 0 to what? 13. Somebody will say, what about 4? The 14 is immediately it gets to the 14, meaning the 14 can go into that. And that one is no more what? A remainder. The remainder now will be what? 0. Please, are we getting that? So you should notice this one too, because very soon we are going to be using them. Are we getting that? Okay. So that is that. That is that. Let's now jump to what? Modulo of what? Negative numbers. Modulo of negative what? Numbers. But before then, please forgive me. I forgot something. You see, I forgot something. And let's quickly go back small. Then what? Rectify that. Are we getting that? Or we know that, then we proceed. You see, I gave you what? 12 mode 5. And we said what? The answer was 2, or the answer is 2, right? Okay, so we have another way that we can write what? This statement. Please, are we getting that? Or this particular word, yeah, equation or statement. So let's see. I can also say, given this, I can write it in another way. That is what? From what we did previously, the symbols and the letters are used to represent what certain things. We said this one can also be written as what? I can have 12 is equal to, let's say what? 2 in mode 5. So this one can be written as what? 12 gives what? 2 in mode what? 5. And I think you are familiar with this. So whenever we write this, you can represent it this way. Or whenever you are given this, you can write it this way. Like what? That of the 82 and the 14 I gave you. So that one, we can say what? 82 is equal to, and we have what? Was it 12? Yeah, 12 as an answer in mode 14. Are we getting that? So this one, we said is the same as what? 82 mode 14 is equal to what? Is equal to what? 12. Are we getting that? So this one is the same as this. And I want you to bear this in mind very well, because very soon we will get it. Are we okay? Okay, so let's now proceed. Let's now proceed. Let's now come back. Okay, so modulo of what? Negative numbers. The modulo of a negative number is obtained by what? Adding the modulo. Adding what? The modulo to the number until we get what? A positive what? Number. Please do we get that? So for example, if I give you, let's say, negative 3 mod, let's say 4. Negative 3 mod 4. This is what? A negative number. And we are taking what? The modulo of a negative number. I didn't say the number can never be what? Negative. But if I remember, we can quite remember that just recently, I said what? The mode can never be what? Negative. Or the number that we are taking the mode on, that one can be what? Negative. Let me come back again. You can quite remember that I told you that the mode can never be what? Negative. But I didn't say that the number that we are taking the mode on can never be negative. Here is the case now we are seeing that the number that we are taking the mode on can be what? Negative. But the mode itself can never be what? Negative. Please, do we get that? That is called that I mean. Are we okay? So let's see. Let's now see how to what? Take the mode of what? A negative number. Then we are saying from here that whenever this is given, what do? We add the mode or the modulo to what? The number until it turns what? Positive. Are we getting that? So all that we are going to do here to get the answer for this, what do? We take our negative 3. So negative 3 on the calculator. Then we just add the mode. The mode is what? 4. So I'll say plus what? 4. So immediately I add what? 4. I got what? Positive what? 1. So now we can say negative 3 mod 4 is equal to what? 1. Please, do we get that? I can also give you what? Let's say negative 12 in mode what? Let's say 2. I'm giving this. Or let's say in mode 3. Okay, in mode 3. And this one to get us what? So we are going to be adding the mode to what? The negative number until it turns to what? Positive. Please, are we getting that? So we get what? A positive number. So I have negative 12. Then I'll say plus 3. I get what? Negative 9. Then plus 3 again. I get negative 6. Then plus 3 again. I get negative 3. Then plus 3 again. Then I get what? 0. Please, are we getting that? So now the answer is what? 0. 0 is neither positive nor what? Negative. Are we getting that? Okay, so 0 is neither positive or negative. So when you get 0, we refer to it as what? Part of the positive number we are referring to. We want the situation whereby you don't get what? A negative as an answer. Immediately you add another number, you get another positive, but that's not what we are interested in. We are interested in what? The first what? Positive number right after the last what? Negative number. Please, are we getting that? So this one is now what? Our answer. So you can also be given, let's say, negative what? Let's say 19. Then you be given what? Mode, let's say 10. Or let's say mode 7. I'm giving this. And what am I going to get? So I have to take my negative 19, then plus what? The mode is 7. I get negative 12. So plus another 7. I get negative 5. Then still plus what? Another 7. And now I have my first what? Positive number. And that is what? The answer. Immediately you add what? Plus 7. You are going to get what? 9. And 9 is also positive, but we are interested in the first what? Positive number. Please, are we getting that? So now negative 19 mod 7 is what? 2. Please, do we get that? Okay. So now let us now take examples on whatever that we've said what so far. Are we getting that? So example 1. Example 1. You have to simplify the following. So 1. Okay, so that is that. And I hope you've even started and you're even done, right? So I think you've done for the first one, or you are done with the first one, right? Let's now proceed. So these are what? The example number one is examples on what? The negative what? Numbers. Please, are we getting that? Then we will know what to do. So I have what? The I, which says negative 2 in mode 5. So that one we can straightforward say it is equal to what? Oh, so I'll take my negative 2, then plus what? 5. Now I get what? Positive 3. I can also have what? II. Well, the II says what? Negative 5, then mode 2. And that one too is equal to. So what did you get? What did you get? That is negative 5 plus 2, then you get what? 1, or negative 1, right? Then plus 2, then it is going to get you what? 1. Is that not it? Okay, and I hope you're able to get 1. Let me see my hands of those who are able to get 1. Oh, okay. Okay, that is good. That is good. Then the third one says what? That is negative 31 in mode what? 12. And is equal to. Okay. So now I have what? Negative 31, then plus 12, plus another 12, plus another 12. And that one is now getting me what? 5. Please, do we get that? So that is that for this one too. And the last one, which is the ID. And that one I will not solve. I want to put an answer. And I hope you are going to solve that one, right? So pause the video and solve that one. And some people, I think some people are even done, right? Okay. So after solving it, you are going to get what? I won't solve. After solving it, you are going to get what? 8. You are going to get what? 8. So let me see my hands of those who are able to get 8. Okay, that is good. That is good. Shall we now proceed? Okay. So that is what the modulo of what? Negative numbers. You see, they are very simple. You just be adding the modulo. Are we getting that? So you get what? A positive what? Number. Are we okay? So now, let's now what? Summarize everything by taking what? Examples on what? All that I've said what? So far. Are we getting that? So this is our first example, and this particular example is on what? The negative what? Modulo. Now we are going to take what? General what? Examples. Are we okay? Are we okay? Okay. So let's now proceed.